Hello everyone, my name is Computer Tech and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be having a look at the Behringer UMC22HD. This is a dual channel audio interface, meaning there are two XLR ports for plugging two microphones, and it also supplies 48 volts of phantom power for both microphones. So, let's get into the video and why this is a decent value for only £56 compared to other interfaces which will cost you around £80 to £100, which this probably goes up against. So, let's get into it, shall we? So, this is the Behringer XM8500 dynamic microphone. This is plugged into the UMC22HD with around 45 to 50% gain that is being pushed through this. As you may hear, a little bit quiet, but still pretty decent for a £56 interface, and it also does push it pretty well. Of course, you may also want to get a fat head or something like that to push more clean gain, as there is a decent amount of line noise if you turn up your headphones a decent amount. I will actually let you listen now for a second. See, so this interface actually has four knobs. Two for the gain, of course, for mix 1 and 2, and 2 for the output of the headphones. Like if you want to turn it to say, oh, I don't want to listen. I want to listen to myself speak, and I want to also listen to the game. You can put it to the middle, and then low latency monitoring and also outputs from your computer. Then there is the phone's volume, so you can turn the headphones up and down, the volume of the headphones up and down. Sorry. On the back, of course, you get speaker ports, the 1/4-inch speaker ports, and you also get 1/4-inch guitar ports, which you can plug into the interface on the channels 1 or 2. This is a mono interface. You can put stereo headphones in there, but it takes both of the microphone jacks, which is not. I record in mono anyway, so I don't really care. You have to turn everything to mono on when you're recording anyway. Say you're recording in Audacity, you have to put all of the settings to mono, because if you because I have it in the left channel now, you'll hit it from the left ear, like I will not do now. This is Compute for Tech, testing left ear. There you go. If I take it from mono and put it in stereo, then you just can hear it from that ear. Another thing about this interface is the phantom power. There are two lights in there. One orange light to indicate that it is receiving power, and then there is one light which indicates that if phantom power is on or not. There's a switch on the back which activates and it deactivates phantom power. So, let's get into the pros of the interface. 2 channels for £56. Very small and very compact, which means that you can take it into your bag somewhere and take it to school or wherever you're going to record or podcast or live stream, as this is a very compact interface and will serve you well, actually. With now a com, if you put the gain up a bit too high, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing with the preamps, but the preamps seem pretty good in this. The thing is that it can actually distort your sound or clip your microphone fairly decently, because if I was to put the gain on my microphone now, I will do it now. So turning up. Like if I were to go like a higher voice, then it would probably distort. But as I can see now, I usually keep it around the 45-50% mark, just to try and avoid the distorting. Because if I were to shout, because it indicates that there is clipping on the interface as well, which is a decent feature. Well, to be honest, I think every interface has a clipping indicator, but I do not have it above 50% gain, mainly because I want to avoid clipping. And the thing is, with this anyway, it can push around 50% gain. But on my Rode NT1A, which is over here, if I were to plug that in, because it's a much more sensitive microphone, I would have to either go around 4 feet away from the microphone and just stay far away from it, or I would have to turn down the gain to around 20%. And be right on top of the microphone. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but it's kind of annoying because I have had other takes, not in this video, but other videos I've had takes where I had a good take, but it's completely distorted my audio if I just go a little louder like this. If I were to go a little louder, it would just distort and mess up the whole take that I've done. And it's just not a nice thing. So if you're gonna buy this interface, keep in mind that the gain, don't turn up the gain too high with a condenser microphone, and don't turn up the gain too high with a dynamic microphone either. So I'm gonna shove some specs on the screen, and because I'm just gonna give you my opinion on this. I'm not the best person. I don't really know the technical specifications of this interface, but from what I can tell, these specs up around here, are pretty decent. It is bus power driven. It's a USB interface, no analog or anything like that. You can connect it to a mixer from a port in the back, but I don't have a mixer, so I don't use that. If I were to have a mixer, I probably would have that. But my overall opinion on this interface. I enjoy this interface. I like it. I think it's a good step up from the presonus USB box 86. I think it's much better. The line noise isn't as bad. Actually, it's much better. I can still hear line noise, but to be honest, even from Evil's Fox, he bought a £200 mixer. Still, it will still get line noise. There are ways to fix it, like one of those boxes that Behringer make, which actually are like a little box. But in that case, I don't really want to spend any more on my audio setup. I think it's good as it is right now, because unless you want to kill your eardrums, you probably won't hear the line noise. But that's it, basically. That's the pros and cons. I think it's a good interface myself. I would recommend it to someone who is looking for something around £50-ish. I wouldn't go for any off-brands, just something like the Behringer. I would not go for presonus. I don't recommend presonus, even though the mixers are recommended by a lot of engineers. I personally don't recommend it. Anyway, this has been Compute for Tech. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you liked it that much, consider subscribing and supporting my channel as it rises through YouTube. Anyway, this has been Compute for Tech. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, etc. Have a nice day. Goodbye.